guys, top of the Monday. Happy April 6th. Hopefully all of you had an amazing Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, it's all good. Hopefully you had some time and enjoyed a normal Sunday with your friends, family, relaxation, whatever it was. If you do celebrate Easter, hopefully you guys had some fun searching for eggs and all kinds of stuff. We had a Easter egg hunt and we went to Samandy's house yesterday. We had a lot of fun and I didn't have to come home and clean anything. I went home and rested. But yesterday seemed to be the hottest day of the year. But anyways, I had a really, really good day. So it is Monday, you guys. This is Move the Needle Monday. If you're a guest here, welcome. My name's Elias. This is Keep It Moving. We believe in the power of the collective wisdom. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a contribution. I don't care if you just got your license or if you've been slinging real estate for 20 plus years. Everybody has a voice and everybody has a contribution. I want to encourage everybody. If you've never spoke up on Keep It Moving coaching, when I ask a question, throw your name out there. I know it's tough. I know you're full of nerves, but get involved in the conversation because I promise you, you will grow in this environment. So, TT, I'm excited to see you this week to come to your Zumba class and just Roomba and Boomba and move and all those things. And so stoked about this week. I am going to have somebody bring us out on the field. This person's going to set the tone, set the sentiment. And why not, TT? Why not? Give us some of that Zumba energy, my friend. Bring us out, Tiance, on the field for this amazing Monday morning. You know how we do.
Yes. Well, thank you. I'm excited about Friday also. Friday, everyone is my Zumba class. So I'm going to put you out in the field and remind you to come. Zumba is my happy place. I've been a dancer for a while, and when I become of age, Zumba is my outlet. So with that said, bringing you out in the field, find something that brings you joy, because when you really hone in on something that brings you joy and makes you happy, it attracts other people. Maybe that's why Elias calls on me so much, because I have a lot of Zumba spirit, because I am really truly honing into something I love. I truly try to hold on to it. I've been teaching Zumba now for 16 years. And I've been a dancer for, I don't really want to date myself, but I'm happy to say that I'm 46 years old, but I've been a dancer since I was 18. So.
I mean, can we give a little bit of love for her looking all youthful? You said 48?
No.
What did you say, 46?
46. I'm the same age as you, Elias.
Girl, you look great. All right, so listen, we're all in your Zumba room right now. Like, how do you get us ready? Like, we're all sitting here a little bit nervous. I don't know what to do. Do I have the moves? Can I shake this? Like, what do you do to hype up the crowd, my friend?
That's a very good question, Elias. From a music person to another music person, just like how music starts, it starts off slow. We build the energy, we warm up, and then when we get into it, before you know it, you'll be booty popping, and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't know my body could do that. And then we stay at that level for a good while. But let me remind you, I'm 46, so it takes a long time for me to warm up. And I actually tell the class that. So I take about 10, 11, or 12 minutes to warm up, and then we booty pop. So we're not going to start off booty popping first. We have to warm up, just like a song.
Warm up into the booty popping. So for the people that do not know, when is this happening? Where is it at? Drop a little bit of information about it.
I love this plug. Thank you. It is happening this Friday. So please come out. The more more energy I have, the more Tiance comes out, because I feed off of the class's energy. So please, everyone, please come out. And I'd love to connect with you all. It's Friday, 11 a.m. at the Oakland headquarters. I am so thrilled. I've been talking to Brian in the background. We're excited to make this happen. So I'm like, I got to get there early to do a sound check. I'm that serious.
Well, I'm that serious too, that I'm going to move a group coaching that I have at that same time to another time, just so I could be in there and booty pop with Jeff. I'm just looking forward to that.
Yay! I am too. Thank you. I'm lightweight nervous because you guys are like my coworkers, but as I'm always reminded, nerves are only because you want to be great. And I think that's also in the real estate world, right? We get nervous when we're talking to people because we want to say the right thing. We want to do the right thing. And I think it transfers over. But I swear, Zumba brings us all together, in my opinion, when you really let loose and be yourself and, feel the music. If you're a music person like I am, I like to move to music. So hopefully we can move together.
Beautiful. You see how like comfortable and fluid she is talking about Zumba, like we know, like this is her Graceland. This is where she's just going to let us all in. We're going to have some fun. And so I'm really stoked about that. Listen, it doesn't matter what team you're with, what brokerage you're with. It's an open door for everybody. Feel free to come by, have some fun, move your body, and just, just be in this energy. So I'm really, really stoked for this. I know we've been talking about it for about 3 months now, and I'm really glad that it's finally coming full circle. And so really cool stuff. Listen, you guys, also I want to invite you to something. I'm going to put this on our internal calendar, but if you're a guest here, I just want to make sure everybody knows. As it starts to get warmer, I want to make sure that we're getting us outdoors. We're moving our body to kind of continue on with the conversation from Tanisha. So on Friday, April 17th, I'm going to have you guys or whoever wants to join, meet me at the Lafayette Reservoir, and we're going to do a Team Fast walk. Okay, I'm going to just preface it there. If you've done the Lafayette Reservoir, it's more of a walk. It is gradual. Anybody can come. Feel free to bring the kids. But we're going to do a lap, and if we feel like doing another lap, we'll do another lap. And so Lafayette Reservoir, it's going to be at 10:30 on the 17th. Make sure you guys are there. Let's go out and be in the sunshine. Make sense, everybody? Who's going to join me? Blessing, can I count on you to be there? Because it's only a walk.
Unfortunately, I've already committed to being at the Delta Women's Council golf tournament that day, so I will not be joining.
Well, okay, but if you weren't, would you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if anything changes, you please let me know. But let's get right into coaching for this morning, you guys. Have some thoughts, and then I'm just going to really turn the mic over to you guys today. I have some things I want to talk about. And I saw this quote the other day. I thought it was really powerful. Let me let a couple more people in that are just cruising in right now. And let me let them all in. Let me let them all in. All right, cool. Let's see this. Let me share my screen. Good morning, Miss Ashley. You are middle of my screen right now. Middle of my screen. How you doing?
Doing great.
All right, good.
Feeding off of Tanisha's energy.
Right? We all need a little bit of Tanisha. Nobody needs coffee after you get a little bit of Tanisha's energy. So let's get rolling, you guys. I saw this quote and I thought it was really, really powerful. And it just made me think about us and what we do. And it stated, a wise mentor once said, before you play the game, study the winners. And if you don't want their life, then don't play their game. I thought that this was really, really powerful, because when you study this game and you look at the winners and you ask them questions like, what did you have to do in order to have this type of success? What were the things that you had to sacrifice? What were the biggest challenges early on when you were building? What did you have to do in order to be able to create sustainability, right? And if you hear that and you see what they're doing, and if you truly, truly can say, you know what, that's something I can do, then wonderful, then step in and go all in on this. But if you don't want their life, then don't play their game. Listen, you guys, this is a game that is going to require you every single day to push yourself. This is why we come to coaching. This is why I have a coach. This game is constant. And what happens is that we can think like, oh, well, we're going to relax. Well, I get relaxing, but have you earned the ability to relax, right? Earn that, right? I get it. I want you guys to settle and have time with yourself and peace of mind and all of those things. But all of that should be earned in this business. It should be earned. I have people telling me that they're tired and burnt out. And quite frankly, with all due respect, some people don't have the right to even say that. You know who you are if you've put in the work. Be like, goddamn right, I need a break. Goddamn right, I need a little bit of a vacation. I've owned that. But sometimes people complain about this business, and when you pull back the veil, they haven't even done much work. And so I just wanted to share that quote with you guys this morning. I saw that. If you don't want if you don't want their life, then don't play their game. And let's get right into this. So it's the hidden cost of success, you guys. As we look at Monday, I always want to start us off with some intentionality for the week, because this is Move the Needle Monday. Everyone wants the result. Few are willing to live the lifestyle required to sustain it. So let me ask you on this beautiful Monday morning, do you actually want the life of a top producer, or you just want the commission checks? You see, they don't see what you guys do. You guys can cash a check and Be like, all right, cool, the commission check was cool, but like they don't see all of the restless nights, the reviewing of material facts, the driving to multiple houses for them just to say, something doesn't feel right. And then they start to ghost you, right? Like they don't understand. People that look at our industry, they don't understand exactly what you guys go through. So do you actually want this life of the top producer, or do you just want the commission checks? My hope is that if you're in this space right now, it's that you actually are showing up to say, you know what? I want everything. I want the good, the bad, the ugly. I want the breakdowns. I want the breakthroughs. I want everything that this business offers me. I've made a commitment to myself. Give it to me and bring it on. I am resilient. I am tough. I am strong, and I'm willing to take on everything that this business throws at me. Here's the truth. You don't accidentally become elite. You inherit the habits, the pressure, and the sacrifices. So let's get right into this, you guys. We're going to go to the board right now, and I'm going to push you guys today because we've been talking about our Q2 goals. We've been talking about your production, what you're going to do for profit, what are the things that you're going to measure. We've talked about putting things on the calendar. So today, I'm going to call you guys to the carpet. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the board today. Go to the board exercises. You got to imagine that we're all in the same room together. And I'm going to have you stand up, and I'm going to give you a Sharpie. And I'm going to say, all right, I want you to go to the board and I want you to fill in the blanks. Each of you had this VTO. This VTO is your vision traction organizer. And what I want to focus on right now is this middle section. I'm going to call on, actually, I want you guys to volunteer. I need 3 to 5 people to get on the mic right now, and you're going to share with me what your Q2 plan is. The future date will be June 30th. Because that's the end of Q2. What is the revenue? That's your top line GCI that you are going to hit. What is your profit? What will you make from that GCI? And then what are your measurables? What are the things that over the course of the next 90 days that you are going to measure that directly coincide with the revenue and the profit that you want to make? And then I want you to share with the group what the rocks are. Remember what a rock is. The rock is the immovable. This does not move. That is CRM perfection. That is calendar perfection. That is my fitness and health plan. That is on lock. My marketing plan, that is on lock. Those are rocks that do not move. So what I want you guys to do is I want 3 to 5 people to volunteer. Share with me and the group what your plan is for this quarter to make sure that you live the lifestyle by design and the lifestyle that you truly, truly know that you are worth. So I'm going to pause and listen. I don't want to pause for that long. Everybody should have a plan. Everyone should have a directional focus, or else if you don't, then I don't feel like I'm doing my job. And maybe I need to do something a little bit different for you guys. So I need 3 to 5 people to get involved in this conversation. You are going to answer this middle section for the group. I want to hear it. I want to experience it. And I also want to do my very best as a coach. Whether or not you are on my team or not, I want to do my very best to support you in all your endeavors for the next 3 months. So I will pause and I'm going to be quiet. And I need 3 to 5 people to throw their hand up and get involved in this conversation. And remember where we are. This is Monday. This is Move the Needle Monday. So I'll pause. Who are my 3 going to be? I got 1. Keep it cruising. I got 2. Keep it cruising, you guys. This is going to tell me and tell the team and tell everyone else that sees this recording in the future that you had a plan. You had a plan. I'm putting it. I don't understand. Okay. So he's doing his now. Okay. So I got 3. Give me 2 more, you guys. Come on. I'm going to push you. 2 more. Tell me what your plan is for the quarter. I got 4. Okay. But who's going to be my 5th? Who's going to be my 5th? I'm actually going to let D Bledsoe pick the 5th after he goes. So let's start off, ladies first. Karen, coming in from Las Vegas as well as Hawaii. So if you guys have any referrals for the Las Vegas market, please hit up your girl, Karen. She can take care of your people. So Karen, let's go. Let's go for your Q3 or Q2 plan. Let's hear it.
Good morning. So for Q2, my plan is to track all of my numbers every single day. Like that's going to be a non-negotiable. So since April 1st, I've been tracking lead conversations, how many conversations, how many people have been adding to my database, how many showings, how many agreements I've got signed, etc. And so tracking them daily are going to be my non-negotiable.
Beautiful. So Karen, let me ask you some specific questions, financial questions. What is your top line revenue goal for the next 3 months, meaning GCI? What's that top line revenue?
I guess I never thought about it, but I would like to close at least 4 deals for each month, 4 or more deals.
Okay, so let's just walk through some of this math, okay? So if you do 4 deals, what is your average price point right now? Because I think that most of your business is going to come from Las Vegas. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, so you could do like 500,000.
All right, so we're doing 4, 8, 12. That's the goal, right?
Yes.
All right, and you said how much is the average sales price there?
500 and then 2.5%.
All right, cool, you guys. So if she's going to do 12 homes and an average price point of 500,000, that means $6 million in total volume. And we're just going to times that by 2.5%, gives her a grand total of GCI, top line revenue. In regular business, it's revenue. In our business, it's GCI, gross commission income. That's 150 G's for 1 quarter. And my friend, based on your finances and your calculations and your accounting, what will you profit from this? Roughly.
I would probably say maybe like 100.
Okay, 100K. And 100K in 3 months, is that enough to support the lifestyle that you truly want in both places that you serve?
Yes.
Okay, so I heard your measurables, I heard your rocks. Anything else you want to share with the group?
Just no excuses. Literally just get up and do it.
And Karen, why is hitting this number important to you?
Because this year I'm trying to hit icon status. And so my year started in February and I've already capped. And so I don't know why I want to hit icon status. I've been hearing it like ever since EXPCon. And so I'm like, well, why not? Let's try it.
Nice. And I love this for you, Karen. And last question for you. Who are the people in your world right now that are directly impacted by the result of your success? Give me names.
So you, Elias, Dylan Nonaka, he runs the #1 team in Hawaii. Kyle Whistle, Dan Beer, and my husband, Dung, of course. And then just pretty much everybody in EXP, because nobody gatekeeps. And this is what I tell everybody, like everybody shares and everybody wants you to grow. Everybody wants you to get better and everybody wants you to increase.
I think I might have, first off, thank you for throwing my name in there, but I think you heard the question wrong. Who is impacted by the result of your success?
Oh, who?
Yeah, but thank you for throwing my name in there. Much love to you, my friend.
Because he loves to eat.
Okay. All right, so your husband, do you have kids?
No, I don't. I did. My son went to heaven last March. Yes.
My friend, I appreciate you and your husband and how tight you guys are and what you guys are doing. Listen, my friend, I love this for you. Anything I can do to support you, you know that I'm here for you. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate you. We love you. You guys send her love, light, positive energy, everything that she needs, because no matter what, she has still always showed up with a big, giant smile on her face. So I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for sharing. Let's go to Philip. Philip, you were new to this, my man. So if you need any guidance along the way, you let me know, bro. But I want to know what your clear path is for this quarter. So first off, your revenue goal, that is your top line gross commission income. What is that number?
100,000 is
100,000
number. Yes. That is my number. As a new agent, I know that I still have a lot to learn. The most important thing for me is to keep showing up, keep coming to these coaching sessions. They've been super valuable for me. All right,
so let's pause for a quick second. So all I have is this GCI number. I know nothing else. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that number by 2.5%. to give me a grand total. That's $4 million of closed volume over the course of the next 3 months. Does that make sense, Philip?
Yes.
And Philip, in the market that you serve, what is your average price point? Because I know you live in Fremont. So what is the average price point?
1.3.
All right. So divided by 1.3 gives us a grand total of 3 deals. Is it safe to say for everybody that's on this call, knowing how Philip shows up, knowing his willingness to try, willingness to show up in all things, is it safe to say that Philip can sell 3 homes in the next 3 months? Is that safe to say? Right? Like when you just look at the math and he has a plan. So I love that. So we have $100,000. We have a profit goal based on where you're at. That number's probably going to be close to 60 G's in take home money. Now, what are the things, knowing what you know right now, that you truly are going to track and measure? What are those things?
So the first thing that I track every day, my non-negotiable, is fitness. I try to lock in a minimum of 12,000 steps. That is non-negotiable for me. I also wake up and go to the gym at 5 a.m. every single day, non-negotiable. And I lift heavy. That's what I do. And the second thing, and this person doesn't know yet, but I'm going to be picking on somebody from the team that I've seen has made a lot of progress or is a top producer. And yes, I do have an advisor that is been super amazing for me and with me. But I want to get a perspective of somebody else on the team also that has been a top producer, and I want this person to teach me certain things that my advisor hasn't or cannot teach me at this time, so that I can learn how to use all of these tools in a really strong way. So that is one of the things that I'm going to be doing here in the next week or so.
Okay, Philip, I love this. And let me ask you this. When you think about your rocks, I heard the rock was your fitness. That's a non-negotiable. When another thing that I heard is that you're going to be tracking, your behaviors. For you, my friend, owning your CRM that's a rock, right? Owning that, understanding how your CRM feeds your business, and then making sure that you have a schedule and you do not negotiate with that schedule. You are working a 9 to 5 as a CEO for a multi-million-dollar corporation. That's how you have to serve it, my man. So I love how much you've shown up. I love how fitness is at the core of everything that you're doing, because how can we have the vitality and strength to show up for everybody in this business as well as our family if we're not putting ourselves first? So let's give them some love, some light, some positive energy. I'm going to pause though for a second because I want to get some insights from you guys really quick. Let's go to you. I want to go Ashley. I'll go to Alexis, and then I'll go to Cece. I want to hear, what are you guys hearing? We had 2 people share already. What were the things that you heard? Let's go to you, Ashley, first.
I loved that he said, I'm going to pick a top producer on the team and I'm going to ask them how they do it. I have a mentor and they're amazing and they've taught me a lot of stuff, but I'm going to pick this top producer and I'm going to pick their brain. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Someone's already doing it. So I think that's brilliant. That is how in every position my entire life I've excelled. I found the biggest, baddest person who was killing it. And I just befriended them and said, hey, can you help me? And you'll find most people really do want to help. And everyone's going to have a different perspective. And the more people you ask, the more you can figure out information and then tune it down and make it your own. So I love.
Yeah, good stuff, Ashley. Let's go, Cece. Cece, let me get your thoughts, contributions, and insight on the conversation based on what you've heard so far.
I'm here to pick up some granule pieces that are missing from my plan. So I have my version of my plan that I'm implementing now, and just really taking a refresh of where I'm at for Q2, and that it's the beginning. Like today's the first Monday. Whenever you say it's Monday. So let's go. And I'm, my number's right in between the 2 of them because I'm at 125K for mine. So I'm like identifying, okay, I'm in the right room, we're having the right conversations. And one of the things that you just said right now was the CRM, like mastering your CRM. I just want to share with everybody, I've already scheduled myself for May 7th to go to the follow-up boss conference in LA. It's like $60. So I think if, I was trying to find someone to go with me if anyone wants to go, because I do feel like there's a lot of technology inside of that CRM. I'm probably overthinking to the point of like, it's been done, it's already existing. So I'm like, okay, how can I work smarter? And if I'm in this group in the morning, like on a Monday, I'm ready to go. So thank you guys for sharing.
Well, Cece, I appreciate you being here and being open to receive, my friend. Let's go to Alexis. Alexis, give me thoughts, contributions, and insights on the conversation thus far, and then we're going to move over to Jacob.
I just love both of their consistency, whether that's consistency in moving their body and really putting their health first, or how Karen was saying of tracking all of her appointments, all of her calls. All of that is really, really important and part of her CRM. And I love how she mentioned a goal in mind that she had of like getting the icon status. I feel like all of us need to continuously to work on a goal and just be disciplined in our business. So yeah, I love both of them.
Really good stuff. Listen, you guys, I believe in looking at our business as a sprint, right? The lagging indicator is a 12-month goal. The leading indicators are the daily actions. And when we set a very, very small target for 90 days, it's easier for you to see that. I'm like, okay, cool, I did that, right? I have a client, and you guys have met her before. She's popped in once in a while. Her name's Dora Lee. Last year in Q2, she sold 27 homes. 27 homes. And so it's just like, she's looking at her quarter and be like, I got to do at least 27 this year. But she's selling higher price points this year. So I was like, well, what if you did 20 and you still made the amount of money? She's like, I don't care. I just need to hit this number. But that's how we need to look at it. We need to be very, very clear at this. And I'm really glad that you picked up on the health thing too, Cece. Like, I'm thinking about this, and I had a moment yesterday. Like, I realized that I'm 46 years old. I'm having a son that will be here in 2 months. Unfortunately, I don't get as much time with this baby as I do my other children because I'm older, right? And so it's just like, what can I do to preserve as much of my youth, my energy, my vitality, the right supplements, the right vitamins, all these things, like the right diet, to where I can live, as long as I possibly can for this baby, because he's getting me at an older age, right? And so like, I'm thinking about these things like, God, like, that's the price you pay, though, of having children at an older age. I'm glad that he has all these siblings that will be there for him for a longer time. But I'll tell you what, you guys, it's like even more important for me to make sure that I focus on my temple. So, Philip, I appreciate that. Alexis, Ashley, Cece, really good stuff. Let's go over to Jacob. Jacob, I could walk you through this, bro, if you need any support at all, but let's go. Top line revenue, which is your GCI for the next 3 months, big dog. What is it?
So I kind of feel like I got to walk a little bit backwards on this, because being so new to the game, new to this market here in Tahoe, I'm really trying to, my Q2 mission is exposure. So my plan of action is going to be, I feel like it's fairly basic, but a lot of social media exposure. I'm dedicating one day to door knocking. I'm dedicating one day to either getting on our Zillow Flex and or farming. I just got with the title team up here in Tahoe last week. They gave us so many wonderful tools that I had no clue about. So there's a lot that I'm like really kind of put into place that I know that I could take action on. My goal for this year, Elias, and this is where you could help me out. My goal, and this, I don't know, I know comparison is the thief of joy, and I say that because I hear everyone else's goals for how many transactions they want to get involved with. My goal for this year is 8. And that's just because I'm new and I want to kind of get a feel for how things go. So 8 is what's on my board. If we can move a little bit backwards from that, exciting news. Today's the day that we get feedback from our first listing buyer. I know that they just got done with the inspection. They got done with contractor stopping by. So we're going to get the offer today. So super excited about that. So here we are.
Let's go. And Jacob, listen, 8 homes. What is your average sales price in Tahoe right now?
The average is probably somewhere around 600,000. I say that the home that's listed right now, our asking price is $975,000. So just under $1 million. But it varies because Tahoe is very unique. There are everything from luxury homes to small little cabins. And so the price range kind of fluctuates in between those kind of things too. So it's hard to determine. The average, I would say, probably about 500, 600,000.
All right. So let's say, Jacob, let's say 600,000, and obviously give or take this. Let's just do an average right now. At 8 deals, at that price point, that's $4.8 million worth of real estate volume sold. Listen, my friend, for anybody, that's a good way to start out your business, bro. And then as you grow and you progress and you hit that 15, then you hit that 20, bro, this is a really, really positive place for you to be in, because that 4.8 million times a 2.5% commission equals a grand total of $120,000 in revenue for the year, less your splits and taxes. I mean, that's a cool $80,000 for your first year in real estate, man. That's a really, really good base for you, right? That's a really good base. Also, it allows you to spend time with the babies and go do the things that you've always wanted to do, because you're creating some opportunities for yourself that corporate America didn't allow for you. See, Jacob's been in corporate America for 13 years, right? He clocks in, clocks out. There's things that he has to miss. He can't be at. He doesn't have the opportunities that a lot of us have. That's why he wants to do this, to make more, to become more, but also to be more present with his children. So, Jacob, I love this plan. When you think about the things that are non-negotiable for you, what are the non-negotiables for you?
My non-negotiables are those plans of action. I'm dedicated to the social media thing. I'm dedicated to my team up here in Tahoe. This includes Jake, who's on this call right now. Huge shout out to our team lead here in Tahoe, Kimberly Moore. She's really kind of taken the bull by the horns in wanting us to not just depend on Zillow, but get back into traditional real estate as well. And I love that, because I think taking her wisdom and our ambition and being the new generation, to me, that's going to be a recipe for success. So I'm excited for the team support. I'm excited for our own personal goals too. So yeah, I'm ready to get going.
I love it. Let's get some ideas going really quick, you guys. This is where I really need your involvement. How many of you have ever been to Tahoe? Please raise your hand. Okay. I lived there for 11 years, one of the most magical places on earth for me. I have the altitude, or the South Lake Tahoe altitude tatted on my wrist. But anyways, I want to ask you guys, being travelers to Lake Tahoe, what are some things that you would like to know about Tahoe, about that market, about purchase of homes there, about cabins for sale? Like, what are some things that you guys would like to know that you would actually stop and watch a video about? Just go ahead, Ilana.
I've spent a lot of time in Tahoe, and I've thought about buying up there. I'm not going to, but one of the things that I would be very interested in knowing, which I know, but other people might now, is the direction of your home impacts the ability for you to get in your garage if there's any slope to the driveway. So what is important to a buyer to understand as they're buying a home on how the sun hits the driveway and melts the snow versus not doing that if you have a driveway that you're going to skid right into your house?
Great stuff. I asked the public, and now we're getting this. Good stuff. Ashley, what do you want to know about Tahoe? Just to give Jacob some thought here.
I want to know where the best place to go for July 4th is, and when I should start planning, and what I should think about ahead of time. And I want to see pictures and videos and feedback, because everyone always goes there, and I've spent a lot of money on the water 1 year, and I've always wanted to go back because it was an amazing experience. I just don't know what I don't know about it.
Yeah, really good stuff. Jacob, please help us all understand what the Keep It Blue initiative is. And we all see those stickers that says Keep Tahoe Blue. Well, what is that initiative? For the people that don't know, there's rules and regulations of how much you could actually build alongside of the lake, because what happens is that you won't have natural runoff, and then that will potentially pollute the lake. So these are things that people want to know. Also, Jacob, I just saw this really cool thing the other day, is you guys are now going to get these robots that are cleaning up the sand along the beaches and taking away any trash. That's cool stuff, bro. Cool stuff. So let's go, Philip, and we'll shift gears in the conversation. D. Bledsoe, you are up next, and then Nishant, you'll be on deck.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. So I don't know if you guys know, but there's a ski resort out there called North Star, and during the summertime they turn it into a downhill mountain bike course. It's phenomenal. I love Incline Village. I wanted to know what the average price point of a home in Incline Village is, approximately.
Yeah, dude, I love this. So Jacob, I think about this, and this is good for all of us to think. Like, if you think about Lake Tahoe from an aerial view, Lake Tahoe is 30% of it is in Nevada, 70% of it's in California, right? And when you think about that geography, well, I would do like Homewood, North Star, I would do Squall, I would do South Lake, I would do Incline, I would do Zephyr Cove, I would do, Myers. And I would say, here's the price points in these different areas, and here's who's living. This is for second home purchases. This is for vacation rentals. This is for people that actually live here and their kids go to school here. Bro, there's so many great things that you could talk about. So it keeps your ideas fresh because people want to know who's the go-to person. I can't name somebody right now that I would go to for all things Lake Tahoe. Become that person. Become that person. So really cool stuff, you guys. Thanks for your contribution. Let's go deep. You are up next, my friend. We're going to go right into your VTO. This is your plan for the next, for this quarter. Let's roll.
Yeah, I'm committed to working at least 4 open houses every month. And so for 3 months, 12 open houses minimum. My bottom line GCI after splits and everything.
No, GCI is top. That's top.
Oh, well, NCI net.
So net is profit. So we'll go first off. What is your gross commission income target, your revenue target?
I don't know the revenue number, Elias. I'm just telling you how much money I want to take home after all of it. Okay?
I'm focused on the main picture here, Elias.
Exactly.
All right, what's that number?
I need 60 after it's all said and done. Okay. And so that's at least 6 closings. At a minimum, that'll be 10 to me on each one, depending on if there's Zillow deals or not. But if they're not, then that's closer to 20 in the Oakland market.
Beautiful.
One event per quarter. So one event this quarter at headquarters at the office, and 3 volunteering sessions, 1 each month. And yeah, I think that sums it up.
And then what when you think about the things that you will truly measure, obviously your events, your open houses, what else are you thinking that you're going to or want to measure in order that you can hit this 60 G's in net operating income? What else are you going to measure?
I mean, maybe buyer's consultations. I mean, because that's that leads to that. So at least, what can I say? What's a real, at least 1 out of 10 people, 1 out of 10 leads that I draw from open houses. Like the open house I just did yesterday, I got 6 buyer leads. So I'm planning on at least one of those turning into a buyer's consultation. So, and that's a little less than 10, obviously. But yeah, at least 1 out of 10 clients on a buyer's consult.
Absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. And then if we look back at last year, what was your highest performing quarter? If you just look back at last year's numbers.
Fourth quarter for sure.
Fourth quarter. Okay, yeah. Cool. So then we're going to lay the foundation and make sure that we have a solid Q2 and Q3 to make sure that you have that income coming in once again. And then you can own your piece in December. You guys, I'm already looking at December. I want nothing but you guys to enjoy your December with your family. So really good stuff, D. Bledsoe. I appreciate that. Let's go over to Nishant. But before we get there, if you guys haven't set up an appointment with your title representative, whether it's Alicia or whoever else you guys use, I want you guys to set up that meeting. I want you to talk to them about your plans. Also talk to them about the things that you want to market to. Father's Day, Mother's Day, Cinco de Drinko, whatever it is. And just say, hey, what kind of co-branding pieces can you make for me? And let's start building something. So I coach a escrow company, and I'm always asking her, how well are your assets performing? What did you build for an agent and or a team? And how well are those assets performing? I want you guys to work with your title representative and then get back with her in 30 days. Be like, okay, that campaign that we launched did really, really well. Let's go back in and do something similar because that performed well. Or or it did not perform well, and we want to make sure to adjust accordingly. So you guys sit down with your title representative. They want to co-brand with you. They want to create really cool marketing that is in direct alignment with your brand. Have those meetings with them. They're waiting and willing. And if you don't have somebody, reach out to Alicia from Chicago Title and thank me later. Nishant, you were up next, my friend. What do you got for us? Let's go. Q2.
Q2, I was going, so annual, I have like 14 transactions in my head. Like I want to do 14 transactions. Q2, maybe, I think maybe 4 is my goal for Q2. My rocks are.
All right, so let's just go to top of the funnel there. So when you do 4 deals, what's your average price point, Nishant?
Hayward is 900K.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We lost your audio, bro. Oh. Hey, Blessing, it says I'm unstable right now. If you can hop in at any time, maybe it's not Nishant, maybe it's me.
A little bit of a lag, but Nishant, your average sales price was, we didn't hear that. That didn't come across clearly. Can you repeat that? 900,000.
Yeah.
Elias, did you catch that?
Yeah, sorry, my internet said it was a little low. So if Nishant's average price point is 900,000 times 4, that means $3.6 million worth of real estate volume. And if we times that by a 2.5% average commission, that means that his goal is, or his income, gross commission income, is going to be $90,000, right? Less splits, you're probably going to take home somewhere around $50,000, $45,000 splits, taxes, fees, so on and so forth. So I'm with you there. What are the things that you know, hell or high water, Nishant, that you are going to track and measure?
My number one is the CRM. Then I have lead generation, like 200 calls per week. I'm doing my Grand Terrace farming. I'm going on.
Right, so I'm going to pause you for a quick second because I want this to be clear. I want to separate this. The CRM is a rock. That's an operational efficiency. The 200 calls, that's a measurable, right? So the CRM is the rock, but the 200 calls, that is a measurable, right? Conversations are measurable. Appointments set, measurable. Videos that you put on social media, those are measurable. Appointments, BRBC sign, listen agreement sign. Those are all things that you can actually measure. What supports that? What supports that, Nishant, is the CRM, because that's where everything is going to live. So that's a rock, because you're setting it out into the universe that I'm going to make X amount of money by measuring these things and using these rocks to support the high level goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What else, my friend?
So Grand Terrace farming, I'll show you, my kit is here. I'm going on vacation for 20 days, starting next week.
Nice.
I've creating vendor list. I've started that. I need to add on to it, keep learning, and then 1 open house per week.
Wonderful. And Nishant, let me ask you a question. Let's get clear on this as well. How many homes are you going to farm to, and when does that start?
It has to be this week.
Okay, so it has to be this week. So then you have some pressure. What's going to move the needle this week? Who's the person that's going to help you launch this farm?
You.
Oh, thank you for the pressure. I love that. I'm going to introduce you to I'm going to introduce him to Alicia. So she'll be his super who, not me, but I can support you with the campaign pieces. So Nishant.
I already got this. All I need is, and I'll do my AI thing. Like all I need is a message, which I'll be putting in my community. That's all I need. And I'll come to you with everything. I need your,
before you do that, before you come to me, bro, and I can help you out 100%, I want you to get with title, and I want you to pick your farm. A farm is an acronym: Focus Area Residential Marketing. That is a plan. So you pick that area, 250 homes, 300 homes, 500 homes, whatever number it is. We're going to pick our target list first. Then we're going to go out and make sure that every single person in that community gets those seeds, so they're going to plant in their garden for the springtime.
Oh, thank you. I didn't.
Nishant, I appreciate it. Where are you going for 20 days? Inquiring minds want to know.
India.
Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Well, I love that for you, my man. Well deserved. We're going to go to Rosanna and then we'll go to Cece. But Cece, did you have a question or a contribution on the conversation, or was this something different? I want to make sure I don't miss your hand.
It was a question, but it's about like what are the top producers that are going to? You guys just came back from Hustlers Lunch. The people that are new to that event, that are like newcomers that are doing well, what are you noticing as a coach? Like, what are their things that like got them there, and are they similar or the same or different people who are consistently at that event?
It's all different, but I'll turn it over to somebody that actually went to the Hustlers Lunch in a moment. But you want to know what I see work no matter what? It's this. This is what I see work. Like, create a schedule that's going to allow you to understand how you use your time, effort, and energy, and then you don't deviate from it. You don't deviate from it, right? Because what happens is we get all scattered and we think, oh, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you look back at it, you're like, wait a minute, what did I actually accomplish? I was income producing activities. Like, everything goes on the calendar. And that what I see is that people are just regimented with that calendar and how they're actually going to allocate their time. But let's hear from somebody that recently went to Hustlers Lunch. I got a couple people on here. Let's go TT and Alexis. TT, let's hear from you, my friend.
I got to find the mute button. Sorry. So when I went to Hustlers Lunch, it was mainly just the rocks, as you mentioned, the posting on social media, the stories, the following up, the cleaning up of the CRM, which I am totally bad at. And Cece, I just messaged you because I was like, when is that thing on Follow Up Boss? Because I want to go. I have to get better at that. And when I went to Hustlers Lunch, I definitely was on it way better. So just and then rocks.
Tanisha, but you also had to track, and what did you track? What system did you use? Because in order to get to that lunch, you had to do something. What was that key thing that you had to do?
Tracking, meaning like on Agently? Is that what you're talking about?
The home tracker every single Monday.
I'm sorry. The home tracker. Yes, my apologies. Every Monday, Judith sends over the home tracker, but actually you should already just bookmark it so you can send it over. And what helped me is accountability partners. So my accountability partners are Srey and Mara. So they're so good with tracking. They would remind me, hey, don't forget to track it. And so that helped me. So teaming up with people helps me for sure. And I think Philip mentioned that as well. That truly helps me. So people that are good at something you're not necessarily good at, and then you could bring something you're good at to the team. And Srey, Mara, and I all bring something different. So that helped us. And we all three went together.
That's right. That's right. So Cece, super important that you track. And from my lens, like, know what you're actually going to do with your time every single day and stick to it. We're squirrels. Oh, I'll go here. I'll do this. Like, we're so squirrely in this business. Like, do the boring things over and over and over again. Like, be okay with the monotonous boredom. Let's go to Alexis. Alexis, let's go to you, my friend. Key insights for how what you did to actually get to that dinner or that lunch. Both.
I think similarly to you with my calendar, like I stick by it. I make 2-hour calls every day, non-negotiable. And so that has really helped me. Sticking to my calendar, making my calls. And when you do make calls on Follow Up Boss, add a task for it so that there's a system in place. There's a cadence of how you follow up with them. And so that you're consistent, top of their mind all the time, whether that's weekly, every couple days, every month, depending on how hot or cold they are, and track that. If there's active clients, nurture clients, hot prospect, all those things matter. So being really organized and consistent with how you follow up with people really helps. And
okay, producer. Okay, top producer, I hear you. Going to our first top producer dinner this week. But it's clear what's leading to that. But really great stuff. Hopefully, Cece, that addressed your question. Let's go to Ilana, and then we'll wrap session with Rosanna. Ilana, what do you have for us, my friend?
I just had a thought because 2 people brought this up. The biggest success I've found in my business in 15 years is open house. Bar none, absolutely. People are coming to you. So to Dee Bledsoe and to Nishant and everybody out there, one of the things I think newer agents get really stuck in is that open houses are Saturdays and Sundays from 2 to 4. Get out of that and get into different times. If you're going to do an open house on a Sunday, do it from noon to 4. Do it from 10 to 2. Get bigger windows outside of when people are running around so that they come to your house first and then go see everything else. You will have so many more people coming through. Learn some really good dialogue for open houses. I mean, I sold almost $9 million from one property I had listed in the fall this spring already. Just from people coming into my open house. Granted, our price points in San Francisco are much higher, but these were not little sales. These were $4 million sales from people just walking in, connecting with them, getting an appointment on the spot to sit down with them as buyers and getting them into a home. And when my business starts to dip, the first thing I do is find the highest price point open house that I can score from somebody. And they're going to want to do the weekends. They're not going to give those to me. That's prime time for them. So guess what? From noon until 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a random Wednesday, I'm going to sit in that house and I'm going to work and have signs everywhere. And even people who you think won't come in that aren't there to buy right now could turn into buyers or sellers next year. So I think I wrote this to you, Dee Bledsoe, but this is to everybody. Calculate the amount of hours that you're in an open house. So when I started, the rule of thumb from my broker was you must do 10 hours of open house per week. And we all went, oh God, how do you do that? Open houses are 2 to 4 on Saturday and Sunday. And they said, get creative. And I will tell you that by far more than, actually, I don't farm. I don't really do a whole lot of marketing. I just go sit in open houses and talk to people and book appointments. And I've had sellers come to me and I say, how did you find me? They said, you put signs everywhere. I put signs out when I don't have open houses. It's free marketing. You've already paid for the signs. And then I just go sit. I'm already there. I've already put the signs out. I might as well just stay at the house for 4 or 5 hours. And I do it so that it spans over lunchtimes. People work from home. Just get as many hours in front of those people. We have to have 50 conversations about real estate a week in order to start generating business. Why not just sit there and let them come to you? Every one of those conversations counts. And if you can get really good at booking open house appointments that turn into buyers and sellers, you will have a thriving business. And Elias will tell you, you will have a thriving business by doing nothing else. That is like my biggest thing is open house, open house, open house. I cannot speak to it enough.
And I love this. And the reason why I love this is because I talk to a lot of people like, I hate open house or I'm not good at open house. Okay. If you're saying that, then how much are you actually practicing on that dialogue over and over and over again to where there's some fluidity? Go ahead, Ilana.
There's one more point, and this is something my first real estate coach taught me. Your weekends are for new business. Your weekdays are for existing business. Weekends or whenever you're open housing. But if you can think of it that way, yes, the house is going to sell itself. Whether you talk to everybody in there or not, one person's going to decide that's my house. So everybody else in there is an opportunity to capture somebody who wants to either buy or sell a house down the line. And it may not be right now. I never collected names. I refuse. They want a card. Here you go. I never wrote down names. I never made anyone sign in. I never followed up with a single solitary person. Not once. And I would have people 3 years later say, the questions you asked me made me really think. I kept your card. We met 3 years ago at an open house. You probably don't remember me, but I'm ready to buy a house now. And Elias will testify. I have not done any drip marketing. I have not done any farming. My assistant dropped the ball on sending out any marketing last year. I did half of what I normally do last year, but it was still a pretty solid chunk of business. I don't like to name numbers because I'm in a very different market than you guys, but it was all from open house. Literally, just when I would dip, I would just go sit at open houses and talk to people. That's it. They connect with you. You have something valuable to say, which is questions. I don't talk. I ask them questions and I let them talk. And it's like dating. The more you let somebody talk, the more they feel like, oh my God, they really like me. They want to know about me. It's a little bit of a narcissistic tendency that humans have, but it's true, right? So if you can connect with people and get them thinking, they will not forget you. So yeah, that's my
really good stuff, Ilana. Rosanna, I'm going to push our conversation to Wednesday, but really quick. We got to give some love, some light, some positive energy to Rosanna. She just got into her first contract, first of many. She is a businesswoman, entrepreneur. She's been working her tail off behind the scenes. And so, Rosanna, I want to make sure to get to you, but I want to come back to you on Friday because this is really, really important. Before we head out, you guys, I want to share this with you. I just ran a quick filter within our CRM. If you guys are in our CRM, you guys have access to our lead ponds. Well, I'm looking at this right now. There is tons and tons of people that are looking at houses right now. An hour ago. There's people in here right now that are literally not assigned to anybody. This is a nurture campaign 2 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 14 hours ago. So you guys, if you literally don't have any business, go knock some doors, go sit in an open house, or go work our lead pond because there's opportunities for you guys. Choose a poison. Go pick a poison and go out there and handle your business. Listen, you guys, I appreciate you. Remember, on the 17th, we are doing a team walk at the Lafayette Reservoir. I want to make sure that it is okay for everybody. Then we'll be doing another one. And then for those brave souls, we're going to go and do Mission Peak again. But I just want to gradually get us ready for that because Mission Peak is really, really challenging. And so listen, you guys, wonderful session. Make sure that you just have a plan and it's simple. Make sure that you're talking with your title representative to see what kind of co-branding there is that they can help you create that coincide directly with the marketing plans that you have for the next 3 months and go out there and execute. It is Monday. Move the needle in your business, even if it's just a little bit. I want to thank every voice that contributed today. Rosanna, thank you for understanding. We're just a little bit over time. Listen, you guys, have an amazing week. And as always, my friends, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And let's make this week a week that truly matters. Peace and love, my friends. Have an amazing day.